and told him he couldn't attain his goals.
What up?
He would think all
I'm
of them were
back.
motivating him to be here.
Kind of listening to the
He proved you wrong.
speeches for the Hall of Fame tonight. And pretty awesome. Good listen if you have time. I think most of it's just to say thanks to help people get to where they got, and getting to that type of level. It's kind of like, I guess, being an astronaut. You know, it's different, but it's that goal. I mean, there's nothing after sports for sports except for just sharing your mind and experiences and everything else. But it's just like an astronaut. There's nothing after that. I mean, unless there's something else new invented. But there's similarities and differences in the things you have to let go and sacrifice and everything else to get to that. And not everyone can do it. Like me, I couldn't do it. My body couldn't hack it. A lot of factors. But it's really all up to your circumstances and situations that you go through and put yourself through. Because when you're a kid, you don't really have no choice. But when you're an adult, like, you have all that say so, and you kind of dictate everything that comes your way, if it's granted or not, like, or good or a bad, or it doesn't really matter. It's just the way you present yourself. I mean, like me, you could see me like I'm a very calm person, I guess you want to say. And I'm funny and outspoken, but like, I'm a very calm person for the most part, during situations. But people would see things differently, in different perspectives they may get as passerby, or as a hearing of a conversation off in the distance, and you never know what's going on. But making assumptions or whatever. But regardless, I think projecting yourself is as well as much possible as positive as you can. But projecting yourself as you know to who you are, like, then you don't have no issues. You don't have to worry about things. There's not a lot of worries. There's not a lot of stress involved with that. I mean, there's lots of stress with me because of a lot of different things, but that aspect of my life, I've never really given too much thought to it. Like, I don't like getting into like drama. I don't like all that stuff. Like, that's just never been me. I don't even call my family all the time, because it's just not something that I do. I'm not a very personable, talkable person all the time. It's just like, well, if I thought of my my sister, and I kept thinking about her, and I'm like, you know what, Robert, just contact her, whatever it is, maybe not, and even if it's just once in a while. It's not like I'm doing anything out of the ordinary. It's just like my conscience is telling me, hey, say something, or pay attention. Like, it's not like I'm not here. I'm here. I see a lot of the posts and things that my family and their families go through and all that stuff. And for the most part, there's not much I can actually ever really get into, because I'm not there. I'm not them. I can only project my love and thoughts always from wherever I am. But I I try to make sure people know that I'm still alive, for even the smallest little things. That's why posting these things really help. I honestly believe, even if it's for your own personal collection and it's not live and it's not going out in the atmosphere, making little videos and just keeping them on a hard drive or something, or just uploading them to YouTube, but never making them live and always making them private, so that way they can be for you, you know. It could be for your family, it could be something. I honestly believe that YouTube or whatever it is, or whatever it's going to be in the future, because that's where I think a lot of the stuff is still going to be stored even when everything's said and done. But this stuff's going to live through time, and even showing the things that you really loved, you know, at a certain time of your life is better than not sharing anything at all. For me, I think, only because I know my kids know, and my wife knows, and my family pretty much knows who I am. But what if someone else had a question about him? He's like, hey, what was he like, or what was that side of the family like, or whatever, and be like, well, there's your crazy uncle right there, Robert, me. He always wanted to post this stuff about his life and things that he did, things that he liked doing, and try to project a lot of positivity out in the world, even if it seems a little weird for most people. I want to do it anyways, and even if it seems like it's not a needed thing in life right now, I always believe it is, because centering yourself and going down the path of least resistance is always better for your stress. And I don't know, only time will tell, right? That's why I keep telling my kids, is like, learn from my mistakes and learn from your own mistakes, and learn from other people's mistakes. That way you don't have to repeat what they do. It's a little bit easier to see the outcome, know that it's repetitive, so you can almost always guess that the same things might happen. So why not do the right thing? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. Gotta stretch. Did a lot of soaking actually this weekend. So I don't know if I'm 100%, which I'm never going to be, but I don't even know if I'm like 60%, to be honest. But I did actually catch the basketball and throw it to my son. You know, I didn't run or anything, but that's what it is. Stood under the hoop and just passed it to him. So I did get out. I did move. I did do some cans. I mean, it's not like I'm not active, but you know, I also want to try to, you know, get some streaming in. So check me out on Twitch. Probably try to, hopefully, download some of them and upload them. But streaming a little bit, not a lot. I mean, heck, even 6 hours out of the day, that's a lot of time for me. And even though I'm there with my kids, even though I'm not like 100% gaming there the whole time, because if you notice me, if I'm live, like, you'll be seeing lots of times where, like, I'm probably falling asleep sometimes, and I gotta make sure and have myself muted most of the time, because you never know what's gonna happen in the background. It could be just a really loud cat just meowing at me, or dog just barking. That's kind of annoying. Then you can't enjoy the music that's going on in the background. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get going. Peace out. Have a good weekend.